My name is Veronica Finley, and I'm a counseling psychologist. And I'm actually new at being a counselor. And today I'm going to be recording a session with a young man that has been having a drinking problem for about 2 months. And he'll be here in any second. So.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Veronica Finley.
Hi, Veronica. It's very nice to meet you. My name's Michael Todd.
It's nice to meet you, Michael. Okay, so you can call me Veronica. It's okay if I call you Michael?
Absolutely.
Okay, and have you ever been in counseling before?
No, this is my very first time.
Okay, so this is one of my first counseling sessions. It's actually my third.
Wow.
So we're both new at this.
Yeah, we can learn together.
You can. I just want you to know that anything you say here is just between us. I'm not allowed to say anything that you say unless you talk about harming yourself or others. So just feel comfortable, get as comfortable as you like. I have pillows, blankets,
Thank you.
anything you need. So, what brings you here?
Well, for the past couple of months, I have been having an issue with alcohol. And it seems to be getting a lot worse. It's almost a daily occurrence. It's frequently throughout the day. And it's starting to cause me some issues at home and at work.
Well, I'm glad you came here. So,
Me too.
I'm glad that you caught it early on because it's, if you're like 20 years into it, it might be a lot harder.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you decided to come in. So, what makes you think this is a problem? It's you're drinking all the time.
I am.
It starts early in the day.
It does. Sometimes it progresses till late in the morning. Hence the reason for our late afternoon therapy session. But for the past week, I have been late to work 3 times. I have called in 2 days because I'm just really hungover, so I called in sick. I've been more than 2 hours late on a couple of days this past week. And that's just this past week. I mean, for the last 2 months, I have been going through a lot of absences.
Wow. What do you think could happen to your job if you keep drinking?
My boss is a real hard ass, and if I continue down this path and I keep calling in or I keep showing up late, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get fired. I don't think he'll tolerate it for very long. So
you could lose your job.
I could completely lose my job.
And that's important to you.
It is, and I have some professional certifications, and if word were to get around, I might have trouble finding a new job, which would cause even more issues from a long-term perspective.
Mm-hmm. And your job helps support your family and yourself and pay bills. And all those things are very important.
It does, and I've been having issues with my family as it is over my drinking, so I think that would just compound the issues quite a bit.
Right. So these drinking could definitely affect your family.
It does, and it has. I've been coming home late at night, pretty wasted. My wife's getting upset with me. I've been a little belligerent towards the kids. We've had, a few issues of domestic violence. And I'm just really worried that if I don't start, taking care of this issue, I could lose my family, I could lose my wife. And those are really huge consequences.
Yeah, they are. What I'm thinking is that maybe you should keep a journal. And what I want you to write is, how do you feel before you drink? And then how do you feel the next day? And keep this journal and, read it and just see what you write before and the out after you drink, and see.
It's like what triggers you to drink, and know that the drinking episode happens, and then look at the consequences.
Yeah, look at the consequences of your drinking. The fighting with your family, and the domestic violence towards your wife, and just all the bad things that could happen. from your, just try to.
So let me ask you a question. So if I do this kind of journal and I'm writing it on, say, a daily basis, would I do it before and after each episode of drinking? Like if I got up in the morning and one of the first things I usually do is crack open a beer, is that like my first episode for the day?
Yeah, I would say before and after every time you drink.
Oh, well, but not like, well, so let's say that I have this other habit too. I go to a bar, I get drunk, I come home, and then, something happens, or I have issues with my wife or my kids, and I start drinking again. Is that a separate episode, or is that a continuation of the previous episode?
A continuation. I mean, you don't have to write it before you have a beer, every beer,
Right.
after every beer. I mean,
Right. Just when I start drinking until I stop drinking.
right. And
a significant period of time.
a lot of times if you're really, really drunk and you write things, things come out that you may not even know are causing problems. And that can help you a lot.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll get one of those little pocket notebooks.
Yeah, you could definitely. That's what I'm recommending. I just really, I work on trying to think rationally, just about things and try to think it through. Like, why are you drinking? Like, really, why are you drinking?
And like triggers, one of the things that cause me to want to drink.
Right. And
Well, I think that makes sense. It's definitely something I can do. I appreciate that.
but I mean, first of all, coming in here is just that says a lot.
So on my next appointment, should I bring my notebook with me?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, if you'd like to share it with me, if you want to keep it personal, but just as long as you do it, because it's going to help you. I want to help you.
Okay. So maybe we can just look at that in my next therapy session.
We will. So, actually, our time is up, but this has been great, and I really hope you come back.
I will. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.
I really appreciate it. It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Have a wonderful day.